Hey kiddos, this is the next video that I'm creating for you. This is a video to help you with your annotating your introduction. So again, if you missed that day or you weren't paying attention, you can watch this video and it will help you. You can watch the video more than once. You can write down questions and ask me to do a tutorial or in any other way that might help you. Part of what I was trying to do in this exercise was to help you to start seeing the three basic parts that are in any introduction. All introductions should have a hook, background information, and a thesis. The hook is always at the beginning, and it should be 2 to 3 sentences long. The background information comes in the middle and helps us go from the hook, which could be very imaginative and creative, into our thesis, which is usually very analytical and logical. And so we need some sort of transition that helps us to go from that creative hook into our more analytical thesis. And the background information helps us to do that. The hook, we had 4 different kinds. The 4 kinds of hooks are an anecdote or short story, statistics, facts, or quotes, emotional appeal, or series of questions. So 1. Anecdote. 2. Statistic, fact, or quote. 3. Emotional appeal. Or 4. Series of questions. We also discussed how background information should be pretty general. It's stuff everybody already knows. Then you have your thesis sentence at the end. A thesis sentence is one sentence. That's why we call it a thesis sentence. And a thesis sentence has its own 3 parts. It starts with a topic, then it has a position, and then it has 3 claims. So we're going to look at this assignment, and I think I changed it a little bit for you guys, so I'll change the document as I'm going along so it matches yours a little bit better. If I look over here on my right side, I have directions, and then I have my sample introduction on this side. So here's my sample introduction. Imagine your mother hooked up to machines, and this is the only way she can breathe. She has ruined her lungs with smoking. The whole country is divided on this issue. Some people believe that smoking should be banned everywhere, while others are not so harsh. Tobacco should be outlawed because smoking endangers everyone's health, pollutes the environment, and drains people of valuable energy. I'm going to make a correction right here that I think is already correct on your sheet. So if I go to the directions, it says, highlight the introduction in green. So here's my introduction. Imagine your mother hooked up to machines, and this is the only way she can breathe. Now I need to say to myself, does my introduction go on? And yes, it does. She's ruined her lungs with smoking. That is where my anecdote or emotional appeal, it's actually probably better emotional appeal, ends. So I'm going to go up to my highlighter right here, and I'm going to make it green. Then it asks me over here what type of introduction is it. So I'm going to get rid of that line, and I'm going to type in emotional appeal. My poor mother all hooked up. How many sentences long is it? Mine is 2. Yours might be a little bit different. Next, it asks me to highlight the background information in yellow. Now, I know my thesis is my last sentence. So I'm actually going to do my thesis first and ignore background for just a moment because that's easier. So for my thesis, it tells me to underline the thesis sentence. So I'm going to highlight my thesis, I'm going to underline it, and if you would, can you also change the lettering to red, because that makes it really easy for me to see. So please also change the lettering to red. It then tells me to do my topic in orange. Again, I think yours is a little different, but you might as well see these pieces. Do my topic in orange and my claims in pink. So here are my 3 claims right here. It's going to make them a little bit harder to read. Let me make them a darker pink. Here we go. All right. Now that means that my background information is everything in between. So right here's my background information, and I'm going to highlight that in yellow. It also asks me how many sentences long is my background information. So I check my periods again. Here, this one is 2. Now remember, mine is a teeny bit different than yours, so you better be sure that you get yours correctly done. Okay? Now, I need to put a 1, 2, and 3 above the reasons. I changed that and I said list the claims below, because it's hard to put the 1, 2, and 3. So my first claim is that smoking endangers everyone's health. My second claim is that it pollutes the environment. Having trouble with my typing today. And my third is that it drains people of valuable energy. There we go. Now my typing's a little bit better. So I'm going to list my 3 claims. Now I've highlighted everything I should on this side, and I've answered all my questions on this side. Let's do the second one. Now you'll see that because I wrote over here, my second one is in an awkward place. So I might decide that I want to move this down just a little, so they all match up a little bit better. My second paragraph reads, should smoking be banned in all public places? How does it affect our health? Do we have a right to a smoke-free life? This question is the subject of many discussions and arguments in towns across our country. Smoking should be outlawed because it endangers everyone's health, it pollutes the environment, and it drains people of valuable energy. Again, I'm going to highlight my introduction in green. This time I have a series of questions. There's 3 of them, and I'm highlighting them in green. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put what's my type of questions. Series of questions. How many sentences long? 3. I'm going to go find my thesis down here at the bottom. And in this case, I used exactly the same thesis. That is not true on your worksheet. Your worksheet's a little bit different, so be sure you're doing yours correctly. I'm going to underline. I'm going to make it red, and I'm going to underline it. Smoking should be outlawed because it endangers everyone's health, it pollutes the environment, and it drains people of valuable energy. You do not have to highlight the topic or the claims, but you do have to write down what the claims are. So, list the 3 claims. 1, again, it is endangers everyone's health. It pollutes the environment. It drains people of valuable energy. Yours are going to be a little bit different, so mark them correctly. I'm then going to go up here. I now know where my background information is because it's all of the words that come between the the hook, and the thesis sentence. I'm going to highlight this in yellow, and it asks me how many sentences long. Mine is only 1 sentence long. So you need to be sure that you do yours correctly and you write in all the right numbers for you. And then I'm leaving you to do number 3 on your own. Make sure you have pushed the number 3 items down so they line up and they're nice and clear for you to see exactly where they are and for me to see exactly where they are so that I can grade them easily. And now you're going to do your number 3. Thank you.